So, where are we at now? Well, we are in Anderson, Indiana. Anderson police officer charged with, now you know the drill, some words YouTube don't like. I'll point them out, but I won't say them. Official misconduct. Joshua Senseney, 50, is an Anderson police officer and serves as a school resource officer, of course, at an Anderson community school at the time of the alleged incidents. Alleged, we have the text messages. Also, I keep saying it, they have got to get the SROs out of the schools. Anderson, Indiana. An Anderson police officer was arrested on the morning of Tuesday, November 26, 2024. Joshua Senseney, 50, of Anderson, was charged with 3 counts of and official misconduct on Monday, November 25th. Indiana State Police said Senseney was an Anderson police officer and school resource officer at the Anderson Community School at the time of the alleged incidents that began in May 2024. According to court documents, Senseney allegedly gave his personal phone number to one of the victims to stay in touch over the summer. ISP said detectives started an investigation into Senseney in June after a parent made allegations of inappropriate texts sent from Senseney to minors while working as an SRO. According to court documents, Senseney allegedly sent inappropriate messages to a group of teenage boys. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter if it's girls or boys. They have got to get these SROs out of the schools. The victim also told police Senseney would send them money as well. I'm guessing cash up. The boys also said the interactions happened in person at school as well. One told police he would say questionable things to them at lunch. There's the pervert. I think most of the time people think of girls as more likely to be sexually abused or sexually targeted, but the truth is there are offenders out there that try to solicit boys as well. Christina Karabove, Zero Abuse Project said. All right. Senseney was previously placed on administrative leave July 29, 2024. Paid administrative leave, that is, because you go home and you sit back and you think about what you did, and in the interim, we're just going to pay you. Anderson police then handed the case over to the Indiana State Police. After further investigation, ISP said a special prosecutor from the Grant County Prosecutor's Office issued an arrest warrant for him. Did they? Wonder how long he stayed in jail. Not long. Senseney ended up turning himself in, police said. He was processed at the Madison County Jail where he posted a bond and was released the same day. Karabov told 13 News, without the parent support, it would have been harder for the victims to report this. When they can go to a parent and say, I'm worried about this, or the parent is looking at the device, it is just an added layer of protection for kids, and we need to be that in this digital age, she said. The investigation remains ongoing. According to a press release from the Anderson Police Department, Officer Senseney's status and discipline case will be presented to the Safety Board for review and official action. Action may include continuation of leave with or without pay pending the outcome of the criminal case, and may include discipline up to and including termination of employment. Under Indiana law, officers are entitled to a hearing before the Safety Board if requested. 13 News received the following statement from the Anderson Community Schools. Student safety is our greatest priority. Then get the SROs out, which is why we take matters like this very seriously. As soon as we were made aware of the allegations involving Officer Senseney, last spring he was removed from working as a school resource officer. Was he still working as a, sworn law enforcement officer? Still driving around? Probably. This means that he has not worked at Highland Middle School or any of our schools as a resource officer this school year. We will continue to work with the Anderson Police Department, Indiana State Police, and other law enforcement agencies as they continue with their investigations and the next steps of the judicial process. Alrighty then, really? So I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I think the case is going for, let's say, disposal. It's going to go, and they're going to hear it, I don't know, April or May.
Night at 6, an Anderson police officer faces child solicitation charges after he allegedly sent sexually explicit messages to teenage boys. As our Anna Chalker shares with us tonight, the suspect was also working as a school resource officer at a middle school at the time.
Court documents reveal the interactions between school resource officer Joshua Senseney and the 5 teenage boy victims started on the last week of school back in May when he allegedly gave his personal phone number to one of the boys to stay in touch. According to court documents, these messages lasted throughout the summer. This message from June shows Senseney texting one of the boys, quote, sending you a little loot. But others show messages from Senseney saying he wants to do sexually explicit things to the victims. Police say they learned of all 5 victims. When the first one came forward sharing, they all got similar messages.
Also, how old? I get it, you don't want to say names. How old are these victims?
I think most of the time people think of girls as more likely to be sexually abused or to be sexually targeted. But the truth is that there are offenders out there who try to solicit boys as well.
Court documents say the interactions not only happened through text, but inside Highland Middle School as well. The victims told police Senseney would, quote, say questionable things to them at lunch. Christina Karabov with the Zero Abuse Project says a position like Senseney's should have been one of trust.
As someone who has been put in that school to be there to protect kids, they shouldn't be someone that we have to protect kids from.
Yes, get them out. None of them. Zero law enforcement has any business in the school. Sorry.
When it comes to manipulation or grooming.
Police say the boys and their parents reported Senseney to them in July. Karabov says without the parents' support, it could have been harder for the victims to report this.
When they can go to a parent and say, hey, I'm worried about this, or a parent is looking at the device, it's just an added layer of protection for kids. And we need to be that for our children in this digital age.
I have reached out several times to both the Anderson Community School District as well as the Highland Middle School for comment on this investigation, but I haven't received a response.
Who is surprised that she has not received a response? Nobody is surprised about that. In fact, they are surprised that it came to light. Anyway, also 92% of people are not subscribed to this channel that watch the videos. Click the button. You already have your phone in your hand. I'm just saying. And like and share, and I'm out.
In Anderson, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
Now, the Anderson Police Department tells 13 News Senseney was placed on administrative leave back in January. His case will be reviewed by the Safety Board for official action.